Hello there, it's Tuesday Inspiration with Toby. Thank you for joining me every Tuesday. I hope that we're getting better each day because that's what is important, and we must ensure that we get to the top, not just desire success, but desire that we impact the world. That brings me to today's topic, which is value. Value. You know that there is a theme that everyone looks at in anybody or anyone they come across every day of their life. For example, you meet somebody, there's something you're expecting that the person would be able to do to you. What value is this person going to add to my life? How would this person impact me positively? You begin to ask yourself these questions because when you enter into some relationships, be it business, be it social, be it just mutual relationships, you want to understand that the first thing that comes to your mind is, oh, how do I gain from this person? What do I stand to gain? Why do I have to be involved with this person? Why do I have to be involved in this kind of thing? People, on the other hand, would also be looking at it like, what does this person have to offer me? What do you want to bring to the table? If you don't have value, then people begin to look at you like somebody who is not really relevant to them. At first, one might think that, yes, I'm adding a lot of value, I have a lot of things to offer, until there's a test, boom, and you cannot even offer anything. You discover that the things that you're supposed to learn over the years, you've refused to learn them, or you've turned yourself to, oh yes, the master of my craft, and I don't need to get more knowledge. Then you just become static or stereotypical in nature, and you begin to devalue yourself. Because if you don't strive to get things into you, if you don't strive to learn more, then your value begins to drop, and people begin to see that, yes, it's like this person is not performing at optimal level. Sometimes this affect our jobs, this affect our crafts, affect our skills. So having the right value, having value is very important. The moment your value becomes questionable, people begin to look at it like, oh, can this person really do it? Does he still have that touch? Does he still have that music touch? Yes, in the past he used to sing, but can he really do that for us again? Is it the right person we're looking for? Then the moment you begin to know that, yes, your value has dropped, and people begin to they become skeptical about how they want to relate with you, or how they want to do business with you. It's a big lie if you tell yourself that you've won the heart of your clients. Some people say, I've won the heart of my clients, and people love me for what I do, people want to associate themselves with me, and the moment I say this, I say that, people just want to markets, or buy and sell with me. People just want to be part of my life or my success. That's not correct, because the moment you begin to think that way, you begin to sometimes, maybe we call it, overhype yourself, and you not know that there is more for you to learn. You have to ensure that you're placing the right value on yourself. People must see that value. You must constantly learn. You must constantly ensure that you're developing and you're thinking in the right manner. Don't think like you've arrived. Don't think like you've gotten to that place you want to get to, because there are more things that you will do that will make you a valuable person. In the concept of human development as a whole, you have to know that it is important for you to learn and grow in all spheres. You don't have to neglect your value in all areas. If you must in, invest your time in anything, it must be in your value. If people also would want to invest their time, their resources in you, they'll be looking at how things can work out how you can also help them in return. Nobody wants to just pour water into an empty basket. If you're like an empty basket, that cannot hold water, then people begin to look at it like, oh, if I invest in you, if I put my energy into this kind of business with this person, because of that less value, then I might not really get the returns that I am expecting. So are you a person of value? You have to look at this. I want you to take a minute to just evaluate yourself. How valuable are you to those you're offering any kind of service to, or those you're relating with? If it is questionable to you as a person, you would know if your values are questionable. You would want to know that others are also looking at it that way, and they have not told you yet. They have not told you yet, but once they begin to find anything questionable, they begin to just turn off and they begin to rate you very low, and they might not require your services any longer. I want to say that you need to connect your skills, your talents, your craft, and everything you know how to do with some high level of value. If you take that, or take those things that you can do with high level of value, then you would not be fizzled out in a quick time. You have to ensure that you're doing the best you could to be a person of value. I want you to take your value seriously. I want you to make people know that yes, you're worth investing in. I want people to make themselves aware of that kind of person you are. They say, okay, if I don't reach out to this person to do this, then nobody can do this. Not like nobody can do it, but because of the value you're adding to them, that's why they always try to rush and make sure that you are the one who's going to deliver that kind of service to them. If you think that you've arrived, please think again. You might not have arrived, because everybody every day, even the world's richest man, wants to remain relevant. And how can he remain relevant is when he's still adding value to those who are his business associates, or those who are actually giving him the money. You don't have to just think of yourself like, oh yeah, I'm the best. Yes, it's good to have high self-esteem, but don't allow it get into your head too much that you begin to lose your value. There's something about Easton said, which I want to share with you. He said, try not to become a man of success, rather become a man of value. Try not to become a man of success, rather try to become a man of value. My advice to you today is that you should check if you're somebody who is valuable in any area, any given area at all. I'm sure that you begin to reminisce and begin to look at how people have thought that your values are questionable. It's not too late for you to retrace your steps. It's not too late for you to think high of yourself, and it's not too late for you to show that you can actually do much more than you're doing right now. So what do you say to yourself? I would think of my values, and I will be the best version of myself, and I will not stop there, because there is more and more that I can offer the world and impact on people. Long after I'm gone, my impact will be felt. I just quoted about Easton because of the value he added to humanity. We can never forget. So are you somebody who will be forgotten 2 months after you're gone? Or are you somebody who will be forgotten 1 month or 2 days after you leave a particular place? If you walk into a room, you must be somebody who is going to add value to that room that people begin to refer to. Thank you very much for joining me on Tuesday Inspiration with Toby. I'll see you next week Tuesday. Ensure that you check your value and begin to do the right things. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.